Hello, we're here at Grand Prairie Gun Club on the skeet fields and with some suggested procedures on opening and closing the fields. When we come up to a field like this, right now the field is not open, the door is unlocked, the range officer's unlocked it, so we're going to go inside the low house. That's where we keep the release cord, is in the low house for this specific field. Should be coiled on a hanger right inside the door. And we'll go out and plug that in the center. This is the release cord. It simply connects here, plugs into either one of these, and then just roll the cord out loop by loop as you walk, spread it out. It should just gently unroll if it's rolled up correctly. These cords are about $250 a piece, so we want to take care of them. Now we can go back in the house and I can show you how to turn the machine on and off. Okay, when you walk in the low house, there's a slide window over here. It's got a little hook in it to release it. Simply slide it back. These are one of our machines. These are Biomat machines. They hold about between 600 and 700 targets a piece. You can see it's full. The last person that used it filled it up. So you simply, to activate it, make sure you're clear of this area where the arm comes around. Take this switch, turn it up, the machine's cocked and ready to go. If you need to adjust anything on this machine, the elevation, there is a turnbuckle underneath the machine in front. It has jam nuts on both the top and bottom. So make sure those are loosened before you turn the screw up or down. That's the only adjustment that you can make on this machine. If it's in or out, you just need to get a range officer to do that for you, because it takes a special wrench to move the machine. Typically it will stay on line. The most common adjustment is vertical, up or down. To release the machine, if you have to adjust that vertical adjustment, simply turn it to the off position and then push it down to release it to where the machine is safe. The turnbuckle, you have to reach underneath the machine. So with the machine off and released, you can see this is the turnbuckle underneath here. And you see there's a jam nut on the bottom. There's one on the top. These are already loosened. They're just finger tight. You can either go this way to go down or go counterclockwise to go up. Once you get the adjustment, simply run the jam nuts back down to the piece to keep that in position. And that's a very simple adjustment. Make sure the machine is off when you do that to be safe. Make sure the machine is off when you load it. Okay, once we're done shooting and the machine needs to be reloaded, simply get some targets from these boxes, gently lower them into the carousel. Please don't drop them. If they will break, they're fragile. And simply lower them in here. What happens sometimes is people stack these up too high above the magazine and they'll simply fall out. So try not to go above the level of this, and make sure the targets are not crooked in there. So you just have to remember they're fragile as eggs. And simply grab these, gently lower them in there. Don't stack any higher than that. And it's ready for the next shooter. To open a box, they're very easy to open. They've got a thumb hole here. And it just tear open the top. The front rips off. Simply do that. Take the dividers out. And it's ready to go. That way you don't need a knife. You don't need anything else. You can simply take those, gently lower them into the machine. Remember, don't go above the carousel with the targets, and top it off for the next guy. Another thing that we'll do when you're done shooting and you've picked up all your hulls, so the field is again clean for the next guy, is we'll put the cord up. If you're the last person on the field, you can do this. Otherwise, if you're here at midday and you shoot and there's other people coming behind you, you don't have to put the cord up. But if you're the last man of the day, it would be helpful to the range officer to pick the cord up. Simply unplug it, disconnect it, and then roll the cord in big loops. One thing that happens is people roll these things up with real small loops and the cords twist, and we end up having to replace the cords. Also make sure that the cord head on the other end is not stuck on a chair or in the picnic table, that it's in the grass to where you can simply pull it to you. As you take these nice big loops, roll it up, that guarantees that the next guy can easily unroll the cord and install it for the field. And again, this simply hangs inside the door of the low house of the field that you're on. This cord was rolled up incorrectly. You can see it's in very small coils. The wire twists in it, and we end up having to replace that cord. So that's a good example of how not to do it. Okay, we have field lighting on fields 1 and 2, and to operate those, you simply walk up to each light pedestal, turn this disconnect, you would throw it up to turn the lights on, you would pull it down to turn them off. When you do operate this facility, make sure you're not right in front of it, that you're to the side of it, and you turn your head and throw this switch. And that'll turn the lights on. They take a little while to warm up, but we can shoot here until 9 p.m. at night by our zoning, if there's a range officer present. We only shoot at 9 p.m. Until 9 p.m. on the shotgun ranges. The rifle and pistol ranges close at sunset. After you've loaded the machine and you have empty boxes, these boxes they don't go in the trash because we have to haul our own trash off. But we've got a collection area for the cardboard boxes. If you follow me, you can see it's here between fields 2 and 3. You can simply just drop the empty boxes into this area. If you're here at the club on the rifle and pistol range or any other time when the main clubhouse is not open, there is a restroom facility here in the bottom of this skeet house behind me. This is Skeet Field 1 at Grand Prairie Gun Club, right in front of the clubhouse. It's our combination field. And if you'll walk up with me, I'll show you how you can get in that. Every member should have a key like this. It starts with 09-something, but this is your gun club key, and it will open that restroom. There's 2 doors on this house. The first door is the power room for the skeet fields and can only be opened with a range officer key. The second door is the restroom. That key will open this padlock and open this door and get you access to a bathroom. If you desire a lock when you're inside the restroom, there's a facility here to lock that. But otherwise, this is the how to get in it with this key, this padlock. Make sure the toilet stops when you leave, lock it back up, and it's ready for the next guy. When you're done shooting, we operate on the honor system. So you shoot your targets and come into the office here in the clubhouse. There's a clipboard on the desk, and simply check member or guest, write your name, the number of rounds you shot, and the amount, and clip it to the clipboard. We're cash or check only, and make sure you sign up guests separate from you. It makes the accounting simpler for our treasurer. So it's a real simple procedure. Just remember to pay. Sometimes people drive off and forget to pay, but we're an all-volunteer club, so everything you can do to help us helps the club. And try to bring some change with you. If you come out here, don't bring 50s or 100. There's not always change. If you've got exact change, that's very helpful. Usually on an open day, there's usually change here. If you need change for $1, we have a change machine right here.